What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the That Dude Talks podcast. I'm your host, that dude, Chris Longoria. Today we have a couple great guests, but we're gonna get to that in a bit. I have a big announcement, a breaking news announcement. There isn't a date set for this event yet, but I got the green light from the owner of this beautiful establishment, the Annex, Caitlin Shook. We are going to have a That Dude Talks Presents comedy showcase. I'm aiming for some point in December. Now, what this is it's going to be my first show that I put together myself, and the whole goal of the show and the whole theme of the show is every single person that's on this lineup is going to be a previous guest from the podcast. So it could be some people from episodes 1, 2, and 3. It could be guests from the next couple episodes leading up until December. And I already do have a headliner in talks right now. We just need to set the date and see if everything works out with that. But I do have a headliner for the show, and he is the only person that hasn't been on the podcast up until that show. But part of him coming to that show is he will be on the podcast that following week, and it's going to be a big episode. So I'm really excited about that. So yeah, I'm going to have my first showcase show, the first show that I produce. It's going to be called the That Dude Talks Presents Comedy Showcase. I might come with a more clever name with that, but it is going to start with That Dude Talks Presents. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. Watch all the episodes, watch the previous episodes, and watch all the episodes leading to the show. I think I'm going to do a giveaway. If somebody can guess the full lineup of the show, I'll let you know, hey, at this point, the lineup is going to be anybody from this episode previous. If y'all can guess the whole lineup, I'll give y'all probably a shirt or some merch or something, because it is going to be a free show. The show is going to be free, so I'm not going to give out free tickets. It is a free show. So at the Annex here in Corpus Christi, That Dude Talks Presents Showcase is going to be sometime in December. It's going to be a free show. I'm really excited about it. So yeah, that's the breaking news. And I'm going to explain myself why we didn't do a episode last week. Last week I took Sunday off because I forgot I had bought tickets to see Mudvayne in concert in San Antonio, and I had never seen them before live. So yeah, it was Mudvayne, Static X, and a band called Vended. The lead singer is Corey Taylor's son from Slipknot, and the drummer is Clown from Slipknot's son. Slipknot was my favorite band growing up, so I had to see all three of them. So I took a break last week. Sorry about that. Episode 3, y'all. Hopefully y'all have already seen it by this point. If y'all haven't seen it yet, go check it out. It was a lot of fun. I finished editing that. It at this point, by the time y'all see this, it's already out. But I've been working on that in the meantime. So yeah, on the other side, I'm going to introduce our two guests. One's a familiar face and one's a new guest to the pod. So yeah, on the other side, we'll catch you there. Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain.
I can't hear you.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Oh, welcome back to That Dude Talks podcast.
That Dude Talks Pod.
With your host, That Dude Chris, and our friend Uncle Sam.
That Dude Talks Pod.
Like and subscribe and follow and whatever.
That Dude Talks Pod.
We got some cool guests that I can't wait to talk to.
That Dude Talks Pod.
That Dude Talks Pod. That Dude Talks Pod. That Dude Talks Pod.
That Dude
Talks Pod. All right, guys, we are back to That Dude Talks podcast, and today my two guests, like I said before, one of them is a new guest to the podcast. We have Sweet Tea, Tristan Hernandez.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Sweet Tea in the building.
Yeah, and then we have our audio engineer, Mr. Sam, Uncle Sam Eulenfeld.
Engineer is a very strong word to use, but I'll take it.
Hey, you've done a lot for this podcast, so I wanted to gas you up just a little bit.
Well, thank you.
I'm going to cut you down later. Don't worry.
right.
This isn't going to be glazing you the whole time. I'm going to cut you down later. Don't worry. But we got to start off on a good foot, right? All right, Sweet Tea, introduce yourself to the people, for the people that don't know.
I'm Sweet Tea, also known as Tristan Hernandez, comedian here in the Corpus Christi scene. Been doing it for about 3 years. Did shows all over town, everywhere from San Antonio on down to Laredo. So glad to be here, man. Thanks for having me.
Hell yeah. So I have y'all on for a couple reasons. I was looking for two people that are both on this week's roast battle, but I was also looking for two people that took part in yesterday's show. Yesterday's show being at Rich's Billiards. I didn't have a name. I don't know if did the event have a name itself?
New Kids.
Oh, it was New Kids. Duh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No
New
shit.
Kids Volume 3.
Duh. New Kids Volume 3. What an idiot.
You know the show you did last year?
Yeah. What an idiot. What an idiot.
That you did an intro for a comic for because you were a new kid yourself?
I thought they should have called it Barely Legal.
My bad. I was thinking of our upcoming show because are you on the first show? November 1st?
No, I'm not.
It's me and you are on that one.
I'll be on
That's
the
what
November
I was
1st
thinking
show,
of. I
yeah.
don't know if that one does have a name. I don't remember what that one's name
Night
is.
of the Laughing Dead.
There we go. That's what I was thinking about. Yeah, New Kids. I knew that. Duh. Anyway, y'all had New Kids. It was your New Kids set, right?
Yeah.
And which you started after the last New Kids, right?
I started just before the last New Kids, maybe like 2 months before.
He had already booked it out because I think he had booked it out like 5 months in advance or something.
Probably.
It was really So, and then you headlined this one.
Yeah,
you closed out the show.
One of the first shows I did was New Kids Volume 1, which was the first ever New Kids. And then this one that we had yesterday, I was the headliner for the show.
Yeah, and then I did New Kids Volume 2, which was last year at Panacea. And then this one I brought up Ronnie, which y'all know Ronnie. He's been on multiple times already. So, yeah, you close it out. So we'll start with Sam. Do you want to talk about your set? How did it go?
I thought it went well. I mean, Rich's is sometimes it's hard to gauge how you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, it's so cavernous. Like, you have to kind of look out to the crowd and see the faces that are smiling and laughing.
Yeah.
But, I think it went well. Apparently, I went overtime because they forgot to light me. But I still did I had the jokes I had ready. I did them. So
you can't self-govern that time sometimes. It's like when you're doing your set, you're looking for a light. And if they don't give it to you, what are you supposed to do?
I've gotten to the point where I'm like, the producer will ask me, when do you want the lights? Man, don't give me no light. When I finish, I finish.
No, he says that because he doesn't listen to the light anyway. He'll keep going no matter what. That's why he says, don't give me a light. I'm not going to listen to that shit.
Those sunglasses are because he's actually blind.
Yeah,
That's why.
Yeah. It's like, man, fuck a light. I'll go however long I want to go.
Have you ever wanted to take your phone out and shine the light back at him? I got one too. There you go.
No. During the podcast, Miguel was telling a long story, and I pulled out my phone and I lit him during the podcast. I just edited. I forgot I did that. I finished editing it, and I was like, "Oh shit! I forgot I did that. That's so funny."
Getting in trouble if you don't throw that ito on the end.
Oh, Miguelito. Yeah, we had a whole conversation about that in episode 2.
I was listening to that.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
Yeah, but he's been calling me Chris, so I should throw the ito on. Oh, it looks like they're officially. Oh no, they aren't open yet. But yeah. So sorry. Keep going about your set.
I think that was it. I mean, I think it went well. I had some surprise friends in the audience. People from Bishop.
Nice.
That I hadn't seen. One of them I hadn't seen in probably 20 years.
That's cool.
The last time I saw him was in Houston. Me and him went to a Buckethead concert.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It was a fun show, but the thing I remember from the show, besides it was an awesome show, one of our friends was up near the front of the stage and he started chucking ice at him just to be a dickhead.
God.
But he was hitting other people. And I was just like, dude, what are you doing? And then I hear this little voice, hey, stop throwing ice. Just like, Okay, keep throwing ice. I don't care. This kid deserves it.
I didn't think about your set. How was it?
Well, Sam had a good set. I saw your whole set. I saw all the comics that went up before me, and they did pretty good. Can I be honest on this show, Chris?
Yeah. I would hope so.
100% honest.
I would hope so.
Man, I did not. I wasn't feeling it, man. Was not my best performance, and by the time I got up there, the crowd had kind of dwindled out, and it was the majority of the crowd was comedians and their immediate family, who have seen me perform over and over and over again. They probably know nearly all of my jokes, and so if you count the people that had not ever seen me before, the number was pretty low.
Yeah.
And so I actually cut my set off early because I just you get that feeling sometimes when you're on stage.
Which never happens.
And hardly ever,
Oh yeah.
One of the last
That's
times.
Yeah.
One of the last times I was at Rich's Billiards, I did like a 45-minute set, and it went great. But this time I was just, sometimes you get that feeling when you're on stage, like it's about time for me to get off stage. Yeah.
It's, since we're being honest. Okay, I was talking about the show itself first. Y'all were not really set up for success with the way the layout was. The layout was weird. I don't understand why they had the chairs set up the way they did.
Yeah.
If they didn't have those empty chairs and they just had those people that were sitting like weird, like I made a comment about it whenever I was bringing up Ronnie, was everybody looks like they're the shy weird guys at homecoming, like standing against the wall and afraid to come to the dance floor. Because that's the way the layout was. Like, it was a U or a horseshoe of people and like empty chairs. It didn't make sense to me. They should have just had the regular Rich's tables, the round tables everywhere.
Well, you live and you learn, right? You live and you learn.
Yeah, and that's part of it. At Rich's, people are ordering drinks.
Yeah.
And they want a place to put their drink. You don't want to be holding it the whole time if you are going to sit in those chairs.
You don't want to put it on the floor because it's a lot of reaching down, grabbing, reaching down, putting it down, reaching down, grabbing, worrying about it getting kicked over when people are walking by when they have to go do coke in the restroom. Like it's not. It was a weird layout. That didn't help out. And since we're being honest, Rich's is not the most fun place to perform at.
You really gotta grab the audience attention.
It's not the most. Like, I love Skip. I appreciate Skip for what he's done with or attempting to do with the shows and stuff. I really appreciate him for he's the first person to let me close out a show. He's the first person that trusted me to do 40 minutes.
And they've had some huge crowds.
So I appreciate him for that. But man, at a certain point, I'll tell him, he asked me to do a show next month there, and I said yes for him. But man, if another producer asked me to do a Rich's show, I don't know if I would. I don't like performing at that venue at all.
It's a challenge every time. It's hit or miss. Just because, a lot of them are ticketed events, but then there are people that aren't coming for the show that are there to play pool. So
how do you enforce that? How do you enforce who's paying for tickets and who's not? Because those first pool tables, when they weren't shooting, they were sitting watching the show.
I noticed that.
They didn't pay a ticket just because they were on the other side of a bar wall, like something that's a 4-foot tall wall that you can see over. You could set drinks. Like those playing pool had a more comfortable sitting situation than the people that were sitting in the seats because they had a place to put their beers and stuff, and they didn't have to pay. Like it's not the most fun venue, and I'm already dreading. It's gonna be fun. I'm doing 20 minutes at the next show, but is it gonna be 20 minutes that flies by because it's been fun? Or is it going to be 20 minutes of walking through quicksand? Like, God, get me out of here. It's tough. And I'll probably never get booked at Rich's Billiards after this, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Is that a punishment or is that a perk? But
I've had some really good sets at Rich's, you know what I mean? And but I've seen the back and forth. I've seen some of the comics struggle with the crowd. Some advice, definitely. I say play the front of the stage, play the edge of the stage. You know
but
what I mean?
what are you supposed to do when nobody's at the front of the stage?
That's true.
You know what I mean?
You need a crowd. You need a crowd,
Yeah.
and you know what I mean. It's not always.
And when they had it, but it was all on the outer rim. It was where the tables were, where the possibility of setting a drink down was. To your point.
Yeah, but we had our regulars there up front.
Yeah. Oh, I love, man,
those kids.
Speaking of the regulars,
what's the name of their little group? Do they have it?
I don't know. We might uncover that. Because so we have regulars. I think we did mention it on an episode before, but we do have regulars that come to all the Mesquite open mics. They came out to the show last night, and they are gonna be the guests on the episode after this one.
Oh, really? You're gonna bring their whole crew?
3 of them. The
three
original
of them.
3, the OG 3.
Because their group keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Dude,
This
it
is the
started-
biggest one they've had so far.
Yeah,
Had
so
8 people this last week at your birthday.
we're gonna talk about. So we've talked about them before, but we're gonna talk about them again. The regulars. I'm gonna call them the regulars, just because I don't want to list all the names. But we're gonna get into that next week. But there was an OG 2. Keith and Jonas, is it Jonah, right? Jonas. Keith and Jonas were the original 2 that came last year every single week and dressed in a different character. Keith went to A&M College Station. Jonas came back. And then this time he brought Lainey and Lana. And them 3 have been coming every week in different costumes, 9/11 being one of them. We're going to get into that later. But for T's birthday, they came in 2 separate full cars of clowns. They legitimately came.
Face paint, everything.
2 full clown cars. It was 9 people total, right?
8 or 9.
I think it was 9. I think it was 9. So 5 of them in one van, all popped out, hilarious already, and then 4 popped out of a car, a small car, hilarious. So
That was
yeah,
such a great night, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
we asked,
we'll
it's
talk
because
about
it's
that as well.
T's birthday. They're clowns. They're like, we didn't plan that. We're like,
They're
well,
like, we
it
didn't even know it
works.
was somebody's birthday, which is hilarious because for that they just happened to be clowns for T's birthday, and then the week before that for Mr. Wendell's birthday, they dressed as ghosts.
Oh yeah.
They dressed as ghosts, white sheets, and Mr. Wendell is the smoothest African American gentleman that I know in the game. So
Yeah,
and they didn't know it was Wendell's birthday. That just happened. So we might ask them if they're the next Simpsons and just predict things before it happens.
Shout out to Wendell, man. Too smooth.
Oh, too smooth.
Wendell
man.
makes Shaft
Wendell.
look like Urkel.
Yep. He is the Urkel to Shaft's Urkel. That was his cool persona, right? Urkel.
Stefan Urkel.
Stefan. Yeah, Stefan.
Yeah.
But yeah, so but all that being said about how rough the crowd is and everything, you did a great job, Sam. I'm happy with what you did. I made it a point to sit in the front row with the regulars and with Ronnie at the beginning of your set because I actually wanted to hear what you were saying as opposed to hearing the people playing pool. So sat at the front. You were delivering everything good. What I want to give kudos to everybody, every single comic up there. Not everybody had a great time. Not everybody had a great experience. Not everybody had a great set. But kudos to everybody for not letting it get to them.
Yeah.
Like, nobody crashed out. Nobody, like, no, they didn't visibly get down on themselves on stage. So you've seen that happen to where people start giving up halfway through, and they're just like, you're like, dude, this guy's panicking. This guy is no. I didn't see anybody do that. Everybody just chugged along through and just hey, did their set. They did their set.
That's comedy. You know,
Without you telling me you shortened your set, I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, I probably shortened it by maybe 5 to 7 minutes. I go by jokes, and it was probably like 4 or 5 jokes that I cut off the end and just went to my very last joke. But that's comedy, man. You're gonna have different crowds. You're gonna have different nights.
And you can also tell when people are like just want to drink at a certain point.
Yep.
It's like
that was me. Like, because I didn't want to drink before my set.
Yeah.
And since I was going next to last, that meant I had to wait. So once I got off stage, double Jack and Coke. And then I had a few of those as the night went on.
Yeah.
And yeah.
My man said
double. You could
right.
tell the people that like don't want to be rude and don't want to get up in the middle of the set to get, like, they look like dogs that are hungry and they see the food like right there. So they're wanting to get at it. And once you open the gate, they just attack it. You're like, let's just end the set. Y'all enjoy y'all's night. All right, cool. Everybody gets up and goes to the bar. Like, you could tell when the tension's there where it's like, all right, how much longer does this guy have? You know what I mean? So kudos on you to like know when to walk up and be like, all right, it's time.
Yeah, it's all good. You know what I mean? I'll get them on the next one. You know what I mean? I would do Rich's anytime they ask me to, but you know what I mean? It's not always gonna be the best night, but hey, you keep on going, you know what I mean? You don't give up. That's comedy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're on the next one, right?
February. Skip said he wants me to do something in February.
Okay. I know me. Oh, Ronnie. Me. Because I know somebody that was on this show is doing the next one at Rich's. It's Ronnie. It's going to be me, Ronnie, Roland, and I'm not sure. I think Aaron Carranza is on it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't remember who else is on that show, but it should be fun. I'm going to try to get a lot of people that actually want to watch comedy to the show. Try to get a lot of word of mouth out there as much as we can so we can get a good crowd out there. That's what it is. It's like it's hard to battle the people that are playing pool and talking loud and everything versus the people that want to watch comedy. And as long as you get a lot of people there that want to watch comedy and the laughter drowns that out, then it's a great time. Because like you said, I've had good sets at Rich's.
Yeah, and
there are times where it's fun. There are times where it's fun where I'm like, oh, that was cool. I enjoyed it. But then there are times where it's like, yo, I do not think I'm good at this comedy stuff, man.
Yeah, all the shows, I mean, every show that I've been to or been on at Rich's is 100+ people.
Yeah.
And
that's what I like about it is that they're really good at getting people in.
And even new kids, the past New Kids shows have been big
Yo,
crowds,
the one at
crowds,
Panacea was a lot last year, man. That was a real fun show. New Kids 2 that was cool. The only thing that I was battling was me being fat and pouring sweat during my set because it was an outdoor set. Outdoor events are fun, man. I like doing outdoor events, especially like in the spring. I just announced before coming and bringing y'all on that I'm doing the showcase here at the Annex. Hey, we're coming live from the Annex here at South Chaparral, 312 South Chaparral. It's 312, right, or 321? 312? 312 South Chaparral, live from the Annex. But I forgot to do that whenever I did the intro. But I'm going to do the showcase here, and I'm planning for it to be in December. If it's cool enough but not too cold, I'm thinking about, Sam brought it up.
This is a nice
we should maybe
man.
do it outside.
This is a nice
dude.
Bar.
I love the Annex, man. Shout out to Caitlin for allowing us to not only film the podcast here, but also let us do the mic here once a month. So that's cool.
We just had this past week. It was the monthly mic here.
That one was a lot of fun, man. I did find out something at that mic that I wasn't aware of. Caitlin's mom painted this picture, and there's another picture I'll probably show y'all at some point over there. She painted that when I think she was a teenager.
Wow.
Painted both of these. Yeah. Freaking insane. I thought they just went to like an art show and bought this, but no, Caitlin's mom painted these.
Caitlin's mom?
Yeah.
Caitlin's mom was my science teacher. What's up, Miss Shook? I made it, Miss Shook.
What?
Yeah.
What a small world.
Well, I went to Annapolis Christian. She was a science teacher there for a few years. and I might be mistaken, but I think my sister was in the same grade as Caitlin. Possibly they might be a few years off, but yeah.
Whoa,
And,
that's wild.
I'm
Does
just saying-
Caitlin know that?
I don't know. I've never spoke to her. But she has I know her brothers also. Chad.
Yeah, they have the
Chad and
shop,
Seth.
right?
I know Chad and Seth. Chad was in the same grade as I was, and Seth was either 1 or 2 years older than us.
Wow, what a small
Shout out to
freaking
Annapolis
world.
Christian. I made it.
You want to tell me what else you made it on here recently?
Oh,
On
shit.
You made it.
I think all my fans know about
You
that.
made it.
I'm glad I made it out.
You made it out. Oh man. But yeah, y'all want to put a bow tie on the show?
It was a fun time overall. I mean, besides going over time, apparently, like I partway through, I realized I skipped a joke, but
Yeah.
I was able to circle back to it. I'm glad to know that sometimes my joke order doesn't necessarily matter.
Yeah.
That I can just there are jokes that I can skip and then rearrange, even though I had planned it a certain way. That I was still able to tell what I wanted to tell
Yeah.
and
Dude.
get the reaction I wanted.
On that, like forgetting stuff, you know that new joke that I've been doing recently about meeting a new girl and her using me?
Mm-hmm.
About the one about the older woman?
No.
Oh.
Dude, I only told that story twice. And
That
I
killed
need,
when you did it here.
It killed
It
here. I
killed
need
when
to
you
bring
did it
that
here.
back, bro. I want to write that into an actual joke because
Oh,
it's a
it's
true
funny.
story. It's a true story. But yeah, a woman that wanted to be my sugar mama died recently. Anyway,
R.I.P.
no, but we did that. Me, Ronnie, Roland, Mary, Wendell, and Miguelito did that show at Casa
Ortiz, was that?
Casa Ortiz, the
Yeah.
Casa Ortiz Center in Galar. Shout out to John O for having us on that show.
I heard that was a great crowd.
Oh, it was a killer crowd.
Drunk crowds are the best.
Dude, they were, and they were. It was just a fun show. But I did that joke, but I got such a good reaction of off of like the setup, and I was already thinking of the next joke that I forgot to do the freaking punchline because the reaction I got from the setup was so good. I was like, oh, that was the punchline, without even thinking of, fuck, I didn't do the punchline. I was like, oh, well, missed opportunity. But it happens when you're on stage and if you're in a groove or if you're in a certain flow, it happens to where like you skip over something without even thinking about it.
I wasn't happy with my set, but at the end of the day, with the show that we did, New Kids Volume 3 at Rich's Billiards last night, it's not about how good your set is. It's not about the venue. And it's not about whether there was a crowd or not. Ultimately, what it's about is giving the new comics some time on stage. You know what I mean? Lifting
You know
them
what?
up,
Shout
putting them out there.
Shout out to Jay Everett on that token. He's been doing New Kids consistently for. Hey, the owner Caitlin walked in. This is the first time she's walked in during an episode. That's cool. Shout out to Jay Everett for doing this third year in a row.
Yeah,
it's a
keep it
really
going.
good platform. Like
Keep
T
it
was
going every
saying,
year.
like T was saying, it's a really good platform for the young comics to, if they hadn't done a big show at that point, that's a good time for them to get it for that first opportunity. Whenever I did it, I had already done some pretty big shows at that point, but it was my first like outdoor show with that many people. He gave me more. I think at that point it was the most time somebody had given me on a show. So he gives you opportunities that you don't, that you probably hadn't experienced at that point. So shout out to Jay Everett. Keep it going. Keep doing those shows. It's a great show. I really enjoyed being a part of last year's, and thank you, Joe, for asking me to be a small part of this show, bringing up Ronnie. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, no, it was a good show. I'm proud of all of y'all. Y'all did a good job.
When I did New Kids for the first time, it was a big deal to me. I kept the flyer. I kept the flyer, and I kept the $25 that Jay gave me, and I put it in a little memory box, and I still have it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, dude. I still have my. Have y'all gotten a physical check yet?
A physical what?
Check.
No.
I got a physical check at the Rock and Q in Harlingen.
Oh, cool.
A year ago.
Yeah.
And I still have it.
I'd cash that one. I'd
I still have
photocopy
it.
it, and then I'd cash that motherfucker.
Yeah. Damn, I probably should have cashed it.
Because checks expire.
Yeah, I probably should have cashed that. Either way. But no.
Money's more valuable than memories, bro.
Just take a picture, bro.
That is very true. That is very true. Well, I'm going to try to cash in and see if anything happens. It's probably not going to, but it is what it is. Now I know. If not, I'll just frame that thing and then cry about it later whenever I need the money or whenever I want like Taco Bell or something. It's like, it's right there. You could have used that. Anyway, so we had a busy week in comedy. Friday night started off with that show that I did at the Casa Ortiz Center, but then Saturday night we had the roast of Mr. Wendell.
Yeah.
It was his birthday, so he did a little get together at one of our old stomping grounds, Panacea. We did the roast of Mr. Wendell, and like we mentioned earlier, Mr. Wendell was an elderly black man, and he is one of only one of three black comedians in the community, and somebody had the bright idea of doing a Mr. Wendell look-alike dress-up contest. They never said blackface was off the table, but blackface should always be off the table. I was gonna just buy a Barack Obama mask and wear that, and just have Mr. Wendell say, "Oh hell," when he saw me. But they don't sell those anymore. Ronnie Fryer is a brave, brave man. He was a dude playing the other dude playing the other dude.
Yeah, he didn't do blackface, but he had black arms.
He did black body. He went.
He found a loophole.
He found the loophole. Which, you know what? Good on him, because have you seen those tattoos that people are doing that are full blackout tattoos?
Yeah.
It just looked like that. So, you know what? He found the loophole and he rode with it, but he won the contest. Little did we know, getting in, treading those waters of potential blackface, there was no prize at the end of that. So he just won for shits and giggles.
Clout. He got clout.
He got clout for sure.
Shout out to Ronnie for being so creative.
And he and Anna were the only two that dressed up, and Anna wore a Mr. Wendell shirt.
I didn't know it was a look-alike contest.
Yeah, it was on the poster. So, yeah, that was fun. I did a roast or two, but I pretty much just said good things about Wendell.
Yeah.
Did you?
I roasted his ass.
Yeah, you roasted him.
I roasted his ass. And
roasted him.
And he remembered it, too.
Yeah, he did. We'll
remembers
get
that
into
shit.
that. We'll get into that. Yeah, he remembered that. And then, did you roasted him a little bit, right?
I had a couple jokes I wrote on the way. There's one I wrote for Juneteenth when he was hosting, but I kind of backed out of it. And then I told it there, and people were telling me that it was one of the top jokes of the night. I was like, really? Because there's a lot of setup to the joke but it had a good payoff, I guess.
I remember that one. That one was a good one.
You want me to tell it here, or
Do you want to?
I can.
Yeah.
Now you
ahead.
have to.
But it was mainly about his age, because he always talks about how he says his age and it's times 7 because he's a dog. But I said, I'm not so sure about that. I think that Mr. Wendell is actually that age times 7, because I actually did some research. On June 19th, 1865 in Galveston, when Union soldiers landed there and told the group of slaves that not only were they free, they had been free for 2.5 years. The first words to echo from the crowd were, "Aw, hell."
It's such a good joke, because for those of you that don't know, that is pretty much Mr. Wendell's catchphrase. Whenever anything excitement happens, he'll go, "Oh hell!" So I loved that joke. I think it was pretty much one.
Should have ended on it.
It was one of the best jokes of the night.
And you get a little lesson in history, too.
Exactly.
Way to go, Sam.
That's right. I'm educating people.
Educating and
Yeah, that was-
entertaining.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. Did we have any? What did we have after that?
So that was Saturday, right? And then
I didn't do Riches on Sunday, so
I didn't either. And then I turned
Did you do
43
Riches on
this
Sunday?
week.
I did, yeah.
How was that?
It was Rich's. It was a Sunday at Rich's. We got
Yeah, we
together
alluded.
and
Yeah,
told jokes to people at the bar that decided to turn around for a little bit. And then we went outside and chilled. And then, all right, bye.
hell yeah. And then Thursday was the next thing, right?
Topology. We had Topology on.
Oh,
on
did we do
Monday.
Yeah.
Topology this week?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, it was a busy freaking week. No lie. Yeah, Monday night we did Topology, Miguelito's mic, the lab at Topology, which Sam is also the sound. I don't know what sound engineer
What's
on
your
that one,
title?
or
I guess I never gave myself a title, but it's kind of like the
co-host,
the mix master. Maybe I play the music and
Mix
sound
Master
effects.
Fresh.
Yeah, and Miguel debuted a new segment for this one for the hot mic.
Yeah.
He brought out props.
Yes. That was a lot of fun. Yeah.
So what you're saying is it's basically your mic, and Miguel's just the pretty face.
I'm the guy that just makes it sound good. I'm the guy that when people are doing bad, I let them know during their set.
That's what I love about that mic is the fact that since Sam has been there, he has the soundboard that he plays audio, like a sound clip, during people's set. And if somebody's joke just doesn't land, he'll do a cricket or a or you'll even do like boos. What don't you?
Sometimes
Yeah.
I'll do boos, and it's because sometimes, usually it's just comics, but sometimes we do have people out there that are, that wander out in the patio, like, oh, there's something going on
Yeah.
here. We want to keep them entertained.
Yeah.
And if the comics aren't keeping them entertained, not that it falls on me, but I want to do something to kind of get a laugh when the people that tell their jokes don't get a laugh necessarily. It's not necessarily to diss the comics. It's more
Necessarily.
yeah, it's trying to get that crowd more entertained.
Yeah.
It's entertainment factor, not hey.
And it feels the
fuck
whole
you.
like quiet.
Yes.
It feels the quiet if nothing.
It's going back to my radio training. No dead air.
Yeah.
You don't want dead air.
Yeah.
And it's actually I used to be a producer on a morning talk show, and I would play sound effects like that. I had a soundboard for stuff like that. And so it's just kind of getting that muscle reflex back again.
I love it because you are like, your timing is so perfect. Like, I don't know if it's just you knowing some of the comics too well, but you know
get that-
exactly when somebody's gonna bomb because
Let me get that
a
cricket clip
split
ready.
second you already have like the cricket clip waiting and ready to go loaded up. I'm like,
You
oh,
like
he knew
doing
that
that.
they were gonna do bad. He knew you dirty dog. You knew they were gonna do bad.
Although I will say, this past week I didn't have to use any sound effects for Jay Everett.
I didn't
serious,
have to name names.
No,
bro.
I'm just saying, like he will have some moments at Tapology that is just like, and I have been a little bit harder on him than some other comics at Tap. This past week, I had
Actually, yeah, that's very
I
true.
didn't use anything on him, and it was a very good set for him.
Jay
at
Everett's
Hell
Tapology.
gotta
yeah,
be-
Jay, good shit, man.
He's got to be the most mentioned guy in Corpus scene. Like, his name always comes up on podcasts.
I don't know, man. You don't come around the scene that much anymore. And when you do, you're with your ball and chain the whole time.
Hey, love him or hate him, we're talking about him.
Yeah.
And I love Jay.
Yeah.
Look, I will say this: the
You
first
don't
time
know what we're talking about outside. You're inside all the time.
Hey, the first time I came out to an open mic, Jay was the person that talked to me and even shared pizza with me and and bought me a drink. I'm like, this is my boy for life.
Little did you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
He was
You
man.
wanted that
You're
butthole.
brave.
Hey,
You're brave.
Nah, he's a cool dude.
No,
Yeah.
he could have put something in your drink, bro.
he didn't that night.
He would have got real friendly.
Bro, we're over here like trying to justify talking. Bro, we just gave him a whole bunch of props on the other side.
Exactly.
Yeah. What are you talking about? Anyway, so yeah, Tapology was a lot of fun. I don't even remember if I did a set. I think I did a set.
I don't think you came in a little late that day. It
I
was
know-
because you came from the concert and
Oh yeah,
were
yeah.
working that
yeah,
day.
Yeah, I worked
and
that day and everything.
I know your schedule's
but
better than you at this point.
I know we did the. I did the hot mic with y'all, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, shout out to Miguel, constantly evolving that mic and growing it. I really enjoy that mic. And then Wednesday we did here at the Annex. Y'all, all three of us. Did you do the Annex on Wednesday?
No, I was not here. Like you mentioned, I'm never in the scene. I never come around.
No, we know there's reasons, and we know that. We don't need to talk about that. But
It's just, man, it's
hard.
It's hard, brother.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's hard, man. You know what I mean? And I know everybody's got a job, but
Yeah.
I feel like, this week, for instance, to be able to do Sunday Riches, then Monday Tapology, then,
yeah, it's investing a lot of time in
Wednesday Annex, Thursday Mesquite, and then have a show at the end of the week.
And you had a lot to prepare for it too, mentally.
It's like, man, and there's a lot of weeks where it's like that, multiple mics, and when I was first starting out, I was like, man, I'm gonna go to every single mic, and it just, oh, bro, you get stretched thin, you really do.
Yeah, I feel you on that. But Wednesday, you came out.
Yes, I did. It's because we had the new kid show on Saturday. I wanted to hit all the mics so I could, prepare my set. It's because I reordered my set recently.
Yeah.
I cracked something a few weeks ago. Like, if I change the order, because I used to do the single life divorce stuff up front, and then I would end with the radio stuff. And I realized if I do the radio stuff up front, there are callbacks I can make during the divorce stuff that work. And I tried it at Rich's, and the two people that were there, and then I did it at the Annex, and it worked. Did it at Mesquite, and it worked. I was like, okay, that is the order of the set on Saturday. So
isn't that cool? Like, whenever you've been doing something a certain way for the longest time, and then like something unlocks to where like, oh shit, if I would have just done this, and then you try it, it's like, oh, it does work. It's freaking cool because you're not like changing your jokes, but just a quick reorder can do a whole bunch to it. And then you start throwing tags into it or start throwing callbacks into it, and it's I love when that happens. It's a real cool little experience. So Wednesday I kind of put a self-imposed thing on myself to where it would look like shit if I didn't come to the mic that's at the home of the podcast. You know how bad that would look? So
yeah, I hear you.
I definitely want it. And on top of that, I love performing here. I love doing the mic here. But I was tired and all of that, but I was like, no, I can't not make this one. So I came out to Wednesday, and I like doing this one because it's cool to try different stuff here. Because I see a lot of the same people here a lot, and this is where I tried that old lady, the
old lady you met online.
sugar mama thing. I told that story here first, and it worked.
Old lady.
I told a whole bunch, I told a lot of stories here that work that end up evolving into jokes at a certain point, and I told a story here that night about something that happened at one of the wrestling events, and it worked really freaking well here to the point where I have a idea of if I ever get pulled on Kill Tony, I'm gonna tell that story at some point during it because it's a crazy ass story, and they loved it when I told it here. So it's cool to practice for stuff like that.
Do you have names for your jokes?
I have keywords.
Title them, or
I have keywords. Like my skincare joke that I do.
Yeah.
I just call it Hidden Door. The the joke where I talk about my mom giving me nicknames.
Yeah.
I just have nicknames as the name of it. I've tried a lot. Like now, I don't look at my watch anymore. But I have my set on my phone, and I'll do like the one word keys.
Yeah.
And I'll put that like next to my drink. And I've gotten to the point like you found a flow of your set, I found a flow of my set to where like, yeah, I have that there just in case. But the last 2 or 3 shows, I haven't even really I looked at my phone maybe once or twice, and I ended up realizing, I didn't need to look at it because that's where I thought it was anyway. So, but I'll just use like a keyword or a key phrase. Like my grandfather, I'll just put Bemple, his name.
Yeah.
Or the Cowboys jokes, I'll just put Cowboys.
I haven't heard that one in a while.
Yeah. So yeah, it's I just formulated it that way. If it's something brand new that I'm working on, I'll do like a sentence and then a bullet point of, hey, mention this, mention this, mention this. And that's when I like write out. But then once it gets to the point where I know my joke, I'll do a word or 2 words.
Yeah.
And then just hope that I remember the new tags that I came up with, or just freestyle with the joke. Like, even though you have a joke, it's fun to like play with it while you're on stage. So, but yeah, so Wednesday was fun. And then, so every third Wednesday of the month.
Yes,
right?
third Wednesday.
So we already did the October one. The next one's going to be in November. Come out to the third Wednesday of November to the Annex. It's a very, very fun mic. Tina La Cochina does a really good job hosting that one. And you can see pretty much for the most part everybody that's been on the podcast so far, other than Sweet Tea, at that mic. So come out next month.
I've done this mic a few
No,
times.
you have. No, I'm just giving you a hard time. And then Thursday was the first really big day for this man here, because it was his birthday.
Yep.
We did our weekly mic at Mesquite Street, and we did the roast of sweet tea.
The roast of sweet tea. I turned 43 years old on that day on Thursday.
Damn. I mean, my bad.
Man, and I when they passed around the list for hosting a few months back, I saw that it was available. I said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna do it." So this is the second year that we did the roast of sweet tea. Last year it was I think the day after, right at the following day after my birthday, and we did the roast of sweet tea. And then this
last year, it was the year before that we dressed up, right?
Yeah, that was the
When you dressed as Beetlejuice for the promo.
Yeah,
it
was in October, but it was closer to Halloween, but not quite Halloween. I think it was pretty close to Halloween.
I was trying to remember if we did the dress up and roast, but we didn't. It was dress up, then roast last year, and then roast this year.
Yeah, that Beetlejuice show was pretty cool.
That was fun.
That was pretty cool.
The way you promoted that was really freaking cool.
Yeah, we did the little promotional videos, and man, I watched all the Beetlejuice clips for
you
weeks.
did good with the voice.
I was doing the voice the whole time, and
Yeah.
the crowd loved it, and
You're doing your jokes and stuff in
my
the
girl
voice.
helped me. My girl Gina helped me with the makeup and costume and all that.
You're what?
Gina, my
You're what?
girl, my girl.
Are you? Is this being?
my boo?
Is this being?
Why you putting me on the spot,
Is this being
bro?
Facebook official
Why you
now?
putting me on the spot?
Is this? You're the one that said it. I'm just wanting to.
It doesn't
Gina,
matter
did
what
you
I
hear
s-
this?
it doesn't matter
he
what I
said, "My
say.
girl Gina." I'm gonna clip this and put it.
It
and
doesn't
tag
matter
it.
what I say. I'm getting in trouble later. It don't matter.
He made. I don't know if it's Facebook official, but it's That Dude Talks official. He said, "Gina, my girl." Anyway, go on. She was helping me with what?
What were we talking about before you got me in trouble? The roast of sweet tea.
Yeah.
So yeah, last year we had a few people try their hand at roasting me. It was fun, and if you know me, I
They're the
roast.
same OG.
I roast everybody.
Yeah.
If it's their birthday, comedy anniversary, maybe their first time ever hosting, I'm gonna get up there and I'm gonna tear them up.
Yeah, maybe that's why everybody wanted to roast you
And
this
I don't
year.
hold back. You know what I mean? I play for keeps. When I go up there, you're getting roasted. And and not from the crowd. And I keep them on stage. I grab them by the collar. I always say, no, where do you think you're going?
And that's why whenever I did my set, I made it a point, and I'm surprised nobody, because I went later on the set. I'm surprised nobody did it, because every time you roast somebody, you go, come back over here. Where do you think you're going? Nobody had done it. So whenever I was up, I was like, you introduced me, you got off stage. Caitlin, the owner of the Annex, the one that's allowing us to do this beautiful podcast here. She finally made her first cameo. But yeah, I went up. He brought me up. He walks off, and I did, nah. Come back over here. Where do you think you're going?
Man, this year.
And I told him he couldn't stand on stage. He had to stand below the stage. To people. Because I made some height jokes about him. And if we were standing next to each other, people would find out we're almost the same height. So I was like, you're standing down there because this stage isn't going to fit both of us. So, yeah, that was
good. That was a good play.
And that's the thing is, like, I went in with the mentality of I was just going to do my set.
Yeah.
I was going to say a joke about you and then do my set. But then I saw everybody doing roasts about you. I was like, I'm not going to be the only one not doing roasts. So I ended up doing, writing my jokes while we were there.
Man, y'all tore my ass up, bro.
I made it a point to, because you got in my ass a couple times this year. So I had to, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. And then after that, it got to the point where there's no point in me getting into my material. So I started roasting the crowd at that point. And then I was like, all right, that's been my time. And it was fun, man. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Roasting is a good skill to have, you know. It's just like crowd work or, you know, talking about making jokes about current events. You know, roasting is something you want to have in your repertoire.
It's
something
fun,
you want
man.
in your bag of tricks.
It's fun.
So, you know, you got to practice it. And the crowd loves it. Crowds love roasts. So
that's why whenever, especially if it's one of my friends that's hosting, when I first go up, I'll like make it a point to like, if they do really good, I'll call back one of their jokes. Or if it's just one of the homies, I'll just say like a quick little roast about them real quick and then go into my set. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. It's a good little muscle to work out.
Definitely. And we only roast the ones we love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you got roasted by me before, it's because I admire you, what you're doing in the scene, and I admire you as a comic. You know what I mean? I consider you a friend. You know, I just don't roast, you know, somebody that I don't know.
Yeah. You roast the ones you love. You roast the ones you love, unless you're in a roast battle and you have to just go against anybody. So there's that. We only have about. Wait, what are we at?
We have like 8 minutes.
About 8 minutes. We'll wait till the other side to talk about the roast battle coming up. Because I feel like that's going to be longer than an 8-minute conversation.
Well, I will say this. I went up for the roast. I told one of my jokes.
Talk about yours.
I only told one of my jokes from last year.
Yeah, let's talk about your roast last year, because you probably top 3, maybe even the best
dude,
roast
that was one of the first times that I saw you like go into roast mode. I was
That's
like,
when you
God damn, quiet, Sam.
And then I think you even made the comment that was the biggest, best reaction you had gotten
at that point
from a crowd at that point. Yeah,
because I only had maybe like 2-3 minutes worth of roast material that night, and I literally had an idea in my head. The only thing I had was the first joke. It was the joke I told on Thursday. That you used to go by Sweat Tea because you misspelled your name on the sheet. You know, people misspell sweet and sweat all the time. That's all I had. And then something clicked like, well, what other words end in TY that I could make jokes about? And I just Googled like words that end in TY. I was like, all right, there's that. I could say that. And I just
it was a whole clean set.
It was
a clean roast.
It was.
And it was like,
and he was just going. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then when I was done, I was like, all right, here are my regular jokes. Then crickets. Like, yeah, I should have ended it at the roast.
And then that got a reaction when you said,
I was like, all right, bye. Here's tea.
Dude, that was my first, because relatively quiet up until that point. You'll talk to us, but like I never heard any of your, because Andy and Roland have told me that they've heard from the beginning, like you like make those jokes whenever it's just like one of you hanging with one of them. They're like, no, Sam's got some like stuff, like as far as roasting. That was the first time I had heard it myself. I was like, shit, Sam is. That's why, yeah.
It's the writing part of it. Like I'm not great at writing roast jokes, but I can make a comeback at times, which I guess we're going to talk more about the roast battle coming up. But I did something this past week that kind of maybe prepared me for the roast battle a little bit. Roland and Ronnie and myself, we drove up to San Antonio on Tuesday for a mic there called The Heckle Room.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Yeah.
And it's a mic specifically where you're just getting heckled by the crowd the whole time. And it's mainly comics and a few people that, come in to actually participate, actual audience members. But it's mainly like you get the skill of dealing with a bad crowd that's just talking shit at you the whole time.
Wow.
Yeah. And I basically was yes-anding the entire time, just making sure I'm on my feet. Like, okay, they're saying shit at me. I'm trying to say shit back and try to make it funny. It maybe didn't land every time, but I never stopped talking. I never let them totally overpower me. And I think that, yeah, we're going to deal with crowds like that at some point. So it's good to be able to come back at them.
How many comics went up at that mic?
I want to say 15 to 20.
Did you see anybody lose their cool? Like, let the hecklers get under their skin?
No one lost their cool, but I will say, God bless him, our friend Roland.
Okay.
Roland froze up there.
No.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
He, for some reason, he had nothing to say back to the crowd. And what he said was it was his teacher training. Because Roland used to be a teacher. And when you're in front of a class of students that are being unruly, he said the go-to for him was always to be quiet until they got quiet.
Oh.
In a crowd like that, it's happening.
Never gonna happen.
Wow.
They're just gonna go at you harder.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do that heckle room.
I don't know if I have the patience. I'm good at comebacks and stuff, so I feel like I would be, but if there's people that just won't stop talking, I don't know. I want to go experience it. Ronnie looked like he did pretty solid with his clip that he put out. So
there were some comics that I think they just rolled into their set and just kept powering through and were hard to get a word in from the crowd. Yeah. And that, I guess, is a good skill to have too. Like, you don't have to worry about the heckles because you're just telling your strong jokes and just plowing through and not giving them a word in edgewise.
Yeah,
that was Eddie G was good at that.
I love Eddie, man.
Eddie G got up there and just did his set. Barely anyone could say anything, and he just...
Eddie's got a cool energy when he's on stage too. Like, he's like not hyper, but like he moves a lot during his set. So I don't know, man, because like wasn't the first thing they yelled at you? You're a pedophile.
Yeah,
on stage.
They did that. Someone asked, like, you look like you drive a white van. I was like, it's beige, actually.
See, that's a good response. Mm-hmm. That's a good response.
Hey, you gotta be
as long
quick.
as you're on your toes and can think of something pretty quickly. Yeah, I want to check it out. I definitely want to check it out. I also don't want to waste my time though. You know what I mean? But I feel like it's a good exercise. That's the
first time you had been there?
Yeah, it was my first time.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was my first time doing a mic in San Antonio. I mean, this is considered a mic. I've done shows in San
You've
Antonio.
never done a mic in
I've
San
never done a
Antonio?
mic in San
Really?
Antonio, and this is a mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And the heckle room, is this a weekly thing, bi-weekly, twice a month?
It's weekly. Right now it's every Tuesday, but Mike Danley, the guy that runs it, he announced that it's going to switch to Thursdays in November. At some point in November, it's switching to Thursdays.
Okay.
So
damn, there's a couple really good mics that are on Thursdays that are out of town. It's like, well, that kind of sucks. I think I'm gonna do the thin crust or the thick crust.
Oh
show
yeah, Ryan
with Ryan
Eddowes. Yeah,
yeah, and in
that's
November.
a showcase. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm doing We're doing the November 1st show, and then I'm doing that one, and then I'm doing the Rich's show. I think back to back to back. That'll be fun.
That Thick Crust is a fun show.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
I haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
Is that at Tank's Pizza?
Yeah, yeah. Ryan's put on some really, really good lineup. Shout out to Ryan at San Antonio comedian. Yeah, he asked me to do this one, and I'm real excited for it. So the lineups have looked fire, and I've heard really good things about it. So, but we're gonna take a quick break. On the other side, we've been alluding to it multiple times, but we're actually gonna get into the roast battle. These two, they're not facing each other, but they both have roast battles this
It could happen.
Wednesday.
Good.
It could happen.
At some point. Hopefully that's what the end goal is. Y'all two facing each other at some point, right? But all right, guys, we'll see you on the other side.
This guy has his own podcast you can check out. It's called That Dude Talks, right? Give it up for Chris Longoria.
Where do you think you're going? And you're not getting on the stage because both of our asses aren't going to fit on here, so. All right, this is Sweet Tea. Happy birthday, Sweet Tea. He had to put on his own roasted Sweet Tea because none of the other comics wanted to do it for him. So he did it during the open mic. Happy birthday, Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea got his nickname in county, guys. T, you didn't have to give up the ass. You were only in there for 12 hours, bro. You gave it up after 30 minutes. What the hell? T's the only comic in the scene that's brave enough to wear a fake chain on stage. Bro, we're in Corpus. You know the possibility of getting robbed is high. He's letting that happen and his neck is getting green as fuck at the same time. I love being around the scene with T in it, man. I love being around the scene with T in it. I love it because I'm one of the comics that T gets to look up to. Not because of any accomplishments or anything, but he's one of the few comics that's shorter than me. Your birthday, right? I have no idea how old Sweet Tea is because his height says 12 years old, but his face screams 50. So it's somewhere in that age range. I'm jealous of T, man. I'm jealous of T because he saves money by shopping at the Baby Gap.
Man, we've been doing a lot of roast talking.
Yeah.
We've been in the roasted mood as a community lately, apparently. And we still haven't even gotten to the main roast yet. So let's talk about that this coming Wednesday, which this is going to be hilarious because no matter what these guys say about this roast that's coming out on Wednesday, this episode is coming out on the following Monday. So this is either going to age like fine wine or age like spoiled milk. And I am excited either way. So, all right. So this Wednesday at the House of Rock, we're doing the Rock Hard
Comedy
roast.
first annual
Yeah.
roast competition, roast battle. Yeah.
So this is the second round for you.
I'm not even the one they want to see. I do the most roasting, but Sam is the one everybody wants to see.
Let's talk about the main event after then.
Well, let's talk about, I guess, like.
So you're in the second round, right?
Let's talk about the first eliminations. Right? You had Christian Delgado.
Oh, no.
No?
Yeah.
Forget it.
You know what?
Let's talk about Sam.
No. Christian Delgado beat Steven Garrett to advance to the second round.
Garrett, yeah.
And he is facing you. You had a first round bye.
Exactly. I'll be facing Christian and Tim Boudreaux by default lost to Jen De La Fuente.
Yeah, to COVID,
And,
which I didn't even know still existed. But
so Jen is gonna face off against Albert from Beeville.
yeah, that's this Wednesday as well. Oh, we're getting 3 in 1. We're getting 3 in 1. Albert from Beeville versus Jen De La Fuente. Albert had a first round bye as well. Jen had a first round bye apparently. Yeah. And then so second round. The only first round match left is this man versus
Corinne the artist.
Corinne the artist. Yeah, you know what? That's right. We'll talk about the last first round, and then we'll go into who you're battling and what you think about it. So yeah, last first round battle of the tournament. It was actually supposed to be the first battle of the whole tournament. But as you know, we mentioned during the podcast that me and Ronnie did, the reason me and Ronnie did that exhibition roast is because Corinne unfortunately got sick and had to go to the hospital, and they had to delay y'all's battle. And 3 months later, it's finally happening.
It's flown by. Like, I was kind of thankful that I had the extra time, but now that it's coming up, it's like, oh man, especially as much it's been talked about these past couple months, the way people are building it
up. Yeah, it has built up.
Like, we've been edging this shit.
yeah, big time. And then y'all are doing a lot of advertising for it by doing clips.
I've seen some promotional videos.
Yeah, we're having fun with it because a couple other people had promotional videos, like Steven Garrett from the first round. His were basically like just, hey, I'm talking to the camera promotions, but they were effective. Like that, he drew a pretty good crowd.
Yeah, it was a really good
TikToks.
Crowd.
Yeah,
and Jay made a little video for his round against Bobby. Bobby was doing little memes himself. Like, okay, they had some fun promoting their round. And Corinne and I, we didn't collab on anything, but we told each other, like, hey, I'm going to make a video. She's like, I'm going to make some videos. And then we're just kind of got this back and forth going. And it's been really fun, like, especially the last few weeks, just one after the other, trying to.
She's going to eat you alive.
Oh, man.
That was so good.
You don't have faith in your co-host over here?
No. That's one of the clips.
Oh,
at the end
wow.
of the
I didn't see that one.
Yeah,
Hitman, right?
Hitman from 93.9.
Yeah. Shout out to him, man. He gave me a follow on Instagram. Seems like a really cool dude.
He is a cool dude. One of my coworkers from iHeart. I had to, because I had that idea, and I thought, who could I get to say that line? I couldn't ask any of the comedians. I wanted to keep them all neutral. So I thought, oh well, I work from home, but I do have an office. So I called my buddy. He's like, hey, you at the office today? I was like, where am I ever going to be? I'm always at the office, dude. It's like, all right, I'm going to drive over there. I had this line I want you to say because you've seen the videos I'm doing. I want you to say this, and I'm going to do a little, like, nod to the camera like, And he loved the idea. We shot it in, like, 1 minute, and I was like, all right, bye. I went back home and worked.
The freaking Curb song, it was so perfect. The way you look into the camera after and everything, it's great what you are doing. It's great what you are doing.
And now we're just a few days away. Like, we'll have a few more videos, I'm sure, before then. But yeah, that part has been fun. Like, just unlocking that creativity, that's what I've liked about being in stand-up to begin with.
That's the main event. I'm like the undercard. The main event is Sam and Corinne, hands down. Everybody.
Well, then y'all promote better, fuckface. Maybe then we'll care about yours.
I could come out with some videos, right? I could do some trash talking, but honestly, from what Jay's experience was, going in with all the confidence and
that's why you and Delgado had to mutually say, hey, I'm gonna put videos out. You should put videos out, and y'all both just start putting videos out. So it looks like both of y'all are equally as confident as opposed to one bullying the other.
Part of it for me is just trying to draw attention to the event itself, not just me and Corinne. I mean, sure, we're going to be going first because it's the first, it's the last of the first rounds. So we're going to be going first that night for the roasts, and then it'll be the second rounders finally going up. But I just want to get a little hype to get more people out there to cheer for me, of course, but because I've had some friends reach out like, I'm going to this, man. I cannot wait. I'm like, cool. You haven't come out to anything else I've done, but you're going to come out and watch me make fun of my friend. All right.
They want to watch They want to watch you get made fun of.
Probably, yeah.
Wow.
Ask Hitman if he could put you on a live on radio live to do an interview, and then you're like promoting the promoting the matchup and say everybody that hears this come out and only cheer for Sam.
That's one of the things I miss about being on the air.
Yeah.
Because I used to be on the air. I'm not anymore, but I
can
could have
plug
been
whatever you
promoting
want.
the crap out of myself all the time. And now I just read other people's words on the radio.
Yeah, and they have to.
Where do you want to buy
say.
tires, guys? That's it.
But what have you been doing to prepare?
I mean, I've got my jokes pretty much written down already.
He wrote them 4 months ago.
Yeah, pretty much.
So they haven't changed since you first put them down.
I've tweaked them a little bit here and there, and I've messing with the order I'm going to tell them, and some of them I might combine. Since we're only supposed to be doing 10 jokes, I've got more than 10 jokes, and I'm just getting the strongest ones in there first, and then thinking, all right, I could probably read these two back to back before I toss it to her.
Yeah.
And we'll just see what happens. And I've gotten a few extra lines in there that I've had non-comedian friends that I've been working with on this too. Like, sometimes you talk to a non-comedian friend like, you should say this. I'm like, you got that from a movie. Like, no, that's something
Have you done
I
any
hate when that happens.
research is what I mean. Like, do you go in Corinne's Facebook and look back through her stories, or maybe ask someone if they got any dirt on her? Like you.
So I did get one bit of information from, of all people, her brother.
Oh
hell.
Yeah.
Oh hell.
Oh hell.
Yeah, before the initial date, this is going back to August. He gave me one bit of information at a Rich's open mic. He just pulled me aside and said, and he told me something. I was like, I can work with that. So I got at least one joke from that, and it's just like
the betrayal.
I don't know how it's going to do for the crowd, but I know he's going to be laughing at it, and it's going to catch her by surprise that I'm even bringing it up.
Oh my God. That's funny.
I will just say he gave me an insecurity that she has. Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he told me something she's insecure about. I was like,
And it's not something obvious?
no, it's not.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
So the look on her face is going to say it all when I say this joke. If she reacts at all. I mean, he could have just thrown something at me that
That was fake.
laid a trap,
Yeah.
but I'm going to have fun saying it either way. So I put that one kind of in the middle of my set.
Yeah, I agree. With a roast, you don't necessarily, you can just lie. You know what I mean? The crowd doesn't know.
Yeah.
If it's funny.
Actually, to that token, the more in-depth details you get, the further away from the crowd it gets, because the crowd doesn't know that.
Yeah.
Hell, you didn't even know that. You had to get that information from somebody. But
Which is
if
why it
that
kind of requires a bit
information-
of setup to tell it.
if that information leads to, I have a good setup to get to this, then that's where it comes in handy.
Yeah.
But if you just say the so-and-so thing, oh yeah, that's embarrassing, but okay. But if you use that as a weapon, as part of a joke, then it works. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can do the combination of lying and it get to that point, or using that and then the punchline is a lie. It's just a cool weapon. But if it is something that's too niche, it's like, well, I appreciate that, and it'd be cool if we were just shit talking each other. But for an actual roast, it might not help.
Yeah, I actually learned that doing the roast last year for you. Like when I was coming up with the words that end in TY, I saw fatty, obesity, and I just threw out, Sweet Tea used to weigh a couple 100 pounds more. He used to go by obesity.
Yeah.
And
Nobody knows if that's true or not. Yeah.
And so I lied, but it was a good joke. So that was when I thought in my head, like, I don't really know tea that well, but I can just make shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing you said last year was something about minority. Yeah.
Ethnicity. Yeah.
Ethnicity. That's funny.
Yeah, your roast last year, you had some good stuff. And that's where I was like, that was, like I said before we went to break, yo, Sam is a little demon, bro.
But that's the thing, like, that worked for that roast setup. I don't know how it would work in a battle. Like, if
Yeah.
I were to go up against you eventually, I don't know if those type of jokes would necessarily work.
It would
I
though.
think it would
Do
be.
you think it would?
But you would have to write more
Yeah.
jokes and do what I did with Ronnie, where all my jokes were gay jokes. So I did 4 jokes in a row in one round. You could do that.
Do you think maybe it would not work in a roast battle because it would be like too, I don't know, like too elementary, too, not developed enough, kind of. What do you think?
Possibly, because like in the roast setting, like at the mic, it was, I'm up here by myself, and sure, you would have maybe roasted me afterwards, but in a battle, the back and forth, it's just a different vibe. I get to say up at a mic, I just say my things, and you just respond afterwards. I'm not sure if I'm explaining it right. I'm kind of getting into a word salad right now, but
What I've thought about
Like
is
you have to. I get what you're saying. It's like boxers punching a punching bag as opposed to sparring.
yeah,
Like when you're punching a punching bag, nothing's coming back at you, so you could just unload on it. Same thing with the roast, like a roast of as opposed to a roast battle. A roast of, you could just say shit without any consequence. Maybe when he comes back, he'll say a thing as a rebuttal, but on a roast battle, you have to prepare for what is he going to say to me, and how am I going to respond to that? How am I going to do a volley and then do my actual joke? And then like it's a lot more elements into a roast battle as opposed to a roast of.
Well, what I was referring to is like, how we said the roast that you did last year, it was a clean roast, and so you're up there doing kind of a more clean, innocent roast, and then against somebody who's coming at you with, stuff that's a little more edgy, a little bit more adult content, you know what I mean? And it kind of, I don't know how the crowd would respond to that, you know what I mean? It could work in your favor. It could work against the other person. They could turn off the crowd by being too vulgar, which is something that I've been mulling over and really thinking of, like, how hard do I want to go?
And I don't want to tip the hand and give you any pointers because I feel like that's
You're not
that's
even in the
not fair
battle.
to-
What do you mean you don't want to give me any pointers?
well, it's not fair to Delgado because he's not here for me to give him these pointers.
I
But
don't think he needs any pointers.
think
the
where-
Chris's stick together. That's what it's about. The Chris's stick together.
I think that's where like Jay messed up is he went too hard on Bobby. You know what I mean? Like he
You
was
can
too
go hard
mean.
on somebody, but you can still.
If they're not like Bobby's nice and he went too hard and too mean in certain ways and it lost the crowd. And that can be a factor in this is Delgado's a very likable guy. And if you go too hard on him or too fucked up on him, you could lose the crowd.
Oh man, I'm rewriting all my shit. I'm rewriting all my shit now.
See, and that's where I am with Corinne.
Yeah, same thing.
Like
Same
she
thing.
is
But
a nice person.
The thing with both of y'all are very likable.
Yeah.
With T, he has the way he delivers his jokes, he can easily turn in like to a villain in that. Both of y'all are both like likable. It's like, oh, damn, okay. They said something mean, but they're still like likable people. Like if T says something way too harsh about Delgado, he can become like a villain in it real quickly. Because the way he delivers his shit harsh. And y'all don't deliver y'all stuff harsh. The way y'all are still gonna deliver your roast the way y'all deliver naturally, and it's not gonna come off as much of a sting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To where it's like, oh, that was hateful. Or it's like, oh, that was playful, but that was good. You know what I mean?
And I guess, getting back to what you were saying about the clean roast and thinking about the jokes I have on Corinne, they are pretty clean. So I guess it could work. It's just, sticking that, like I said, if I were going up against you, sticking that T theme, the words that end in T, would that work in that setting? I don't know. But I know the jokes I have on Corinne, some of them are, it's an obvious lane to go down with her.
I think it's a
certain
good
things.
matchup because he's a clean comic, she's a clean comic. So gonna be a good matchup.
She's gotten dirty.
We're,
That girl dirty, dog. She got some stories, bro. No, but like she's very real with her stuff. So, man, I'm so I've said it on multiple different fucking podcasts. I'm so excited for y'all's matchup, man.
the
So,
pressure.
I'm so excited for y'all's matchup. If both of y'all just throw up a turd, that would suck so bad. And then cut to the footage of where I'm just kidding.
Now, you see, I don't know how things are going to go against Corinne, but I have a plan for Roland if I get to Roland.
Oh, so what you're saying is you're gonna beat Corinne and then already planning for Roland? I see what you're doing.
Yeah, like because I think I can beat Roland. Like I'm not even gonna mince words.
You hear that, Roland? He's coming for you, sucker.
Yeah, rolling.
That's
And
a
I saw-
old Booker T
I saw what
reference.
happened in San Antonio, buddy.
Damn, he's already giving shots. Holy. Focus on your opponent this Wednesday.
I know.
Focus on your opponent this Wednesday.
I can't call it,
Jesus.
man. Sam versus Corinne. For me, it's a coin toss. You know,
Look.
I couldn't. I wouldn't know who to bet on.
I've been consistent with this stance, and I'm going to stay consistent with this. There is no way that I'm going to go against my sound engineer on the podcast. There's no way I'm going to choose him. Yeah, exactly. He's going to pull the cord literally on. No, but I can't. But even without that, like I said, when I saw him on your roast last year, and then I started hanging around him more and hearing the stuff he said about people, and I have gotten a sneak peek on some of the stuff that he has written for Corinne. I can't go against my boy, man. I can't go against my boy.
She did throw a couple at T on Thursday.
Yeah.
So and she had some pretty good jokes
she's
before she
good.
went into
Why
Dude,
haven't
yeah.
I heard
She
any of
is
this
very good.
stuff behind the scenes that Sam's?
'Cause you're always
throwing
inside.
Zingers, Sam's throwing zingers behind the scenes.
'Cause you're
I've
always
never-
inside.
So since this whole roast battle started, so many people are like, "Oh, Sam's a problem. Sam's a problem." I'm like, that guy barely talks. Like, what do you mean? Like,
Oh,
It's because I'm always thinking.
this boy talks. But we
I
have
do the crazy sign too.
we have taken road trips with Sam, and you do always go inside. You're always inside writing
Damn.
and eating, and
I'll tell you some of my jokes after this.
yeah. He's got some good stuff.
Although, this is coming out after. I could probably just read some of them now.
oh,
I mean,
Yeah.
It's coming out
Yeah,
afterwards.
let's do it.
You
Let's
wanna
do it.
hear
It's
some of the-
coming out after.
You know what?
Hell yeah! I didn't even think about that. Let's do it.
man, we're getting the sneak peek
We're
right
getting
now.
yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
All right, this is going to be my opener.
Okay.
All right, I'm just going to start out by saying I wrote some jokes aimed at Corinne's weight and acknowledge that may be low-hanging fruit. But maybe if Corinne went after more low-hanging fruit herself, it wouldn't be an issue.
That's a good one. I like that.
And get ready for a lot of fruit tonight, Corinne. So, like, after I tell a weight joke, I'll be like, "You like that pear?" or something like
Yeah.
that. And this is going to be my closer. There are a lot of words I can use to describe Corinne. She's funny, she's kind, she's sweet. But the one word I think describes her best precious.
Damn.
Okay.
I like
okay.
that.
I
I
like
like
that
that.
reference.
Yeah.
All right, so I already picked Sam, but this is coming out after the roast battle, so
Have
I need
you
to
had
get
any-
this on recording. Yeah, I think Corinne's gonna win this. She's really
just
good with the way that she
flip-flopping
writes her
this
stuff.
whole fucking
I'm
podcast.
just gonna cut whatever the result is. I'm gonna cut that into it. No, I'm
Mandela
not.
effect over
I'm not
here.
gonna go against Sam. Sam's my boy. Sorry, Corinne. And Corinne has confronted me already in person about this. He goes, "Oh, I heard you pick Sam over me." I was like, "What did you want me to do, Corinne? I'm not gonna pick against him.
That's like
He's
Blake,
on my
man.
podcast."
Blake the whole time on both the previous podcasts that he's
Slow
doing,
Roast,
Slow
yeah.
Roast, yeah. He was like, say, Delgado's got it. He's going to beat Sweet Tea. And then I go on his podcast yesterday, and he's like, I've said it from the beginning, Sweet Tea all the way. Like, oh, okay.
6'7", he flip flopped.
Hey, Sam, have you had any help? Have you reached out to anybody? Collaborated with anybody on this?
Not really. I've thrown jokes at my friends, like my people that aren't in comedy.
Okay.
I've kind of
Yeah, apparently Sam doesn't think I'm funny because he hasn't reached out to me for any jokes.
I mean, I've told you some of my jokes, and you're just like, damn, and like you didn't punch it up, or you should say it like this, or like.
Oh, that's what you're doing. I didn't know that you were opening it up for conversation like that.
I mean,
well then if you do any this week before, then I'll be like, okay, cool, try this.
A lot of people are in the mindset of, I don't want any help. I'm gonna do it on my own. You know, if I'm gonna win, it's because it was all me.
Yeah, I get it. But also in like professional roast battling, like in Roast Battle League, the freaking people that are battling, they get the roommates to help them. Like they get the people they're battling's friends to help them. It's not uncommon. Yeah. All right, so we talked a lot about Sam's matchup. Let's talk about you. You got Christian Delgado in your matchup.
Christian Delgado, man, I've never thought so much about a young boy.
That's a lie. That's a lie. We know you have.
Man, I really am like conflicted, man. Like about how hard to go on this because I don't want to lose the crowd. And I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings too bad, but it's kind of in my nature to just go full throttle, you know?
Yeah.
So I want to be true to that, and I don't remember if he said anything's out of bounds or if anything's anything's
And if there was anything, it needs to be.
He hasn't
said before.
He hadn't said anything to me.
It needs to be said before. Yeah.
You know, so I'm going after his mom. I'm going after his girl. I'm going after his dad. I'm going. You know what I mean? Anybody can.
Yeah, you're gonna get arrested, bro.
Anybody can. Hey,
you're gonna get arrested
again,
bro. That's gonna be one of the volleys after you say a joke about his dad. Delgado's gonna be like, Dad, he's currently on probation. He's not supposed to be here right now.
I thought about that, and then I thought about that movie, Don't Be a Menace.
Yeah.
Where the guy's like, man, you think I care about jail? Man, I ain't afraid to go to jail. Man, take me to jail. Lock me up. Throw away the key.
I like that. That'd be a good reference. And the people that get it will get it.
But yeah.
And then when you walk off stage and they lock you up, then it happens. Whatever happens.
The more time that goes by, I'm just like, I think I'm just overthinking it. I think just go up there, do my thing.
Just have fun, man.
And whatever happens, you know.
Just have fun.
I'm real competitive, and I'm like, I absolutely don't want to lose. And that's the reason I haven't come out with any promotional videos is because I don't want to. I already know if I come out with these promotional videos and everything, and then I lose, and then it's gonna be like
hilarious.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, Sweet Tea, the roast master."
Bro, it's gonna be hilarious if like you're saying all this right now and you lose, and then I post the results right here.
Oh man!
And then we find out that way. Hopefully. I hope it'll be cool. I don't know. We'll see.
It'll be cool if I lose.
Either way, no. I was trying to say for both y'all. Either way, it's gonna be a good clip. Whether y'all both win or y'all both lose, I get to post y'all's results on there.
One wins and one loses.
Yeah, one wins, one loses.
Or
both lose.
I reached
or
out
both
to a
win.
couple of people.
Yeah.
Not really for ideas, but just to like bounce the jokes off of them. And man, they weren't any help at all. They just kind of listened and they were like,
"Oh, like what I did with
good.
you."
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
I think with a lot of us, you need to let it be known that you are open to criticism, because some of us are just tired of giving people like help, and they're like, "Okay," and then we just like, "All right, fuck it, we're not gonna talk to y'all. We're not gonna help punch y'all shit up anymore." Then, because that's happened to me. Like I've given people like punch ups that like. I like the way I do it. I was like, all right, cool, my bad. So now I don't just offer. It's like, if somebody goes, hey, what do you think about this? Then I'm like, okay, cool. Do you want me to help you with it, or you just want me to hear it?
Now, people got their own styles, you know. Everybody's got their own style, so you might give them a really good idea, but it just doesn't fit
and
their
that's
vibe.
the thing. Like, I've gotten a lot of like, hey, try this, but you could tell they write it in their voice, and it's like, I like it. Like if you were to tell that joke, it would be good, but that's not the way. Like it's not the way I would do it. I can see if I could turn that into something that I do, but
There were early on before it had to be postponed. Some people did try to give me jokes, but like you said, it wasn't my voice.
yeah,
Like it's a good joke for you, but it's just not something I would say. Like it like kind of the overtly sexual or anything like that.
yeah.
And you know, my jokes, they're kind of mean at points, but they're not like,
Yeah.
fuck you.
And are you just writing jokes only, or do you write any rebuttals?
I haven't
Like
really.
kind of anticipating
See,
what she might say.
I think the rebuttals, from what I experienced whenever I did the exhibition, yeah, I had like a couple in my mind. Like when I called him Pillsbury Doughboy Fresh, I already had that one written, and Michelin Man, I had that written already. But like, I feel like a rebuttal, it's better whenever it's natural.
That's the thing, because I honestly have no idea what she's going to come at me with. I have no idea. and so it's just
Yeah.
hard to think
It's
of what,
kind of hard to
Yeah.
have something chefed up.
Mhm.
Well,
Which is why I'm glad I did the heckle mic.
yeah, that's good training. It was perfect. It's perfect for you on that.
I kind of want to throw a joke out there.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're about to hit the 30-minute mark. On the other side, T's gonna throw a joke.
So it's not.
maybe
It's a
two.
rebuttal that I came up with,
Uh-huh.
like kind of anticipating.
T, we're gonna hit the time limit. On the other side, we'll talk about
Okay,
it.
on the other side. Gotcha.
All right, guys, we are back live from the annex at 312 South Chaparral, Corpus Christi, Texas. And yeah, before we went to break, you were teasing. You wanted to throw a joke out there.
Yeah. So this is not. This is a rebuttal. So you might hear it at the roast. You might not. Just depends on what Chris comes at me with, right? So this is a rebuttal. So if he comes out, like a lot of people like to mention, like they did another roast about my criminal history, you know what I mean? Going to jail or whatever, or, why I went to jail. And so if he hits me with something like that, about any kind of drug charges, you know what I mean? Then my rebuttal would be, yeah, man, I've been selling dope for a long time. Yeah, I used to sell X to your mom. Yeah, and then she got knocked up, and then she started buying Plan B for me. And then when you were born, I had to sell her those happy pills for her postpartum depression. But lately, she's been buying that Mexico Viagra for your pops.
God damn.
The layers.
The layers.
That's good. That's good. I like that. Well, I think Sweet T's gonna. That's just a volley. That's
In
just
a way, like,
response.
even though these weren't like specific roasts at me, I mean, they were offstage roasts, I guess. But even you, like, so many comics have made the Dr. Seuss comparison.
I was the first.
No, some like people did months before. I remember when I first moved
That's
to
because
Corpus.
I told them.
Like when I moved to Corpus finally, because I was driving back and forth from Kingsville for so long. The day I moved in, it was like, I bet they miss you down in Whoville. I was just like, and after a while, I just like, I got to incorporate that into my set. Like, so like roasts at you, you can turn into jokes like for yourself. Like there's one that you did at me a few months ago.
I know which one you're talking about.
About I'm fat, but I have a neck.
Yes. Sam's
like-
the only fat guy with a neck.
Just like,
You ever seen an obese giraffe?
That's good.
What do you
That's
put the
good.
Ozempic just right here?
That's good. I like that.
those were layers that weren't on the joke back then, but damn.
I've been developing it.
Nice. Well, I've been trying to lose weight, but I need to try harder.
You should put like a mock-up of you as like the Grinch or something, or a Who on a shirt or something, or a sticker at least.
Well, I do have a friend of mine working on a design of me as, the Uncle Sam I am.
Yeah.
So it's going to be like a Dr. Seuss-ish take on me. And with,
Hell yeah, I like
it'll say,
that.
Uncle Sam I am, and then my phrase, no tax on laughter.
I like that. I
So-
like that. That's good. Okay.
Coming
cool.
soon.
So I didn't come up with that idea. It wasn't an unoriginal idea on my end.
It was my buddy that you met up in Austin after we, he's mocking that up for me.
Badass. Oh, yeah, cool dude. He
I will admit,
does really cool caricatures.
I'll admit, he helped me come up with that precious joke.
Nice.
He is a caricature artist.
Oh,
And
okay.
okay.
So he is all about dissing people.
Yep.
Like,
yep.
because he even said caricature artists are the insult comics of the art world.
I agree.
They're going to take whatever, you may not even be insecure about it, but he's going to find something
Yep.
in your face and he's going to exaggerate it to the point that you're like, oh, I didn't know that people were looking at that.
I didn't know people
That's,
even noticed
he does that at
existed.
fairs, all kinds of events. Shout out to Jeremy the artist.
Yeah, Jeremy's real cool dude. And I followed him on Instagram, and I saw a lot of the stuff that he does. He's got some cool stuff, man. He's got some cool stuff. And he's a cool guy. We went to
To kill Tony.
No, I know that, but we went to Waffle House, didn't we?
No, it was Kirby Lane.
There we go. Yeah.
You called it Waffle House's
Wa-
gay cousin.
Yeah. Waffle House's gay gentrified cousin. Yeah. True. Very true. You don't see black people fighting at Kirby Lane. You see two Karens fighting. Yeah, that's what you get at Kirby Lane. But their food was very good. Very good. That's one of those that on the menu it says gluten-free and vegan and stuff like that. Waffle House just says, order the motherfucking thing, all right?
What'd you
Anyway.
order there?
At Kirby Lane?
Yeah.
I don't remember. One of the omelets that they had. One of the omelets
Egg
that
white
they had.
omelet.
I don't remember.
I
It
like
was a year
cauliflower
ago.
crust.
Pizza?
I like cauliflower crust pizza.
Yeah. I don't
It's
mind
better
it.
than regular
I don't
pizza.
mind it. I've had some good cauliflower crust pizza. Damn, don't get me started about talking about food, man. I can go on for a while. Bro, I edited that episode of us talking about the about San Antonio.
Oh, yeah.
We talked longer about Taquitos West Ave than we did about the show. We talked more about our food
I've
experience than we
been
did
there.
about the food.
I've been there.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it now, but before, like you just order your food and then you pay after, and they just ask you
It's
how
the
many.
honor system, yeah.
They're like, how many
Still,
tacos did you
Still,
eat?
we talked at length about this.
That's
Yeah,
nuts.
it's still like that, bro. Yeah, that place is bomb.
You ever
And
been to Birria Barrio?
where's that?
That's off of Presa.
Mm.
Dude.
I don't really like birria. I know you do.
What? Oh, dude, I love Birria.
Like when I go to, what is it? The one that-
Marquez.
Marquez. I'll get the street tacos. Not the
Dude,
birria
shout out
tacos.
Marquez. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
He
the best.
he showed me
I think
that
that's
one.
some of the best birria in Corpus. Marquez.
Their food in general is bomb.
What,
Uh,
what was that truck we went to after Secret Garden that one time in San Antonio? You remember?
I don't remember the name of it. It was decent. I went there because I thought they had birria, and they didn't have any birria.
So yeah, y'all want to make predictions on how y'all are gonna do?
I'm going to win, of course.
Okay, hell yeah.
I love the confidence.
I'm not going to go full Jay Everett and say I'm winning the whole thing. But, yeah, I think I can beat Corinne. I think I can.
When I
A few moments later.
We're going to do 2 rounds of voting. If you believe that Sam won this battle, make some noise. I saw 108. If you believe Corinne won this battle, make some noise. Let's just do it one more time for fun. Sam, everybody, make the noise. Corinne, everyone. Congratulations, Corinne.
So that was a fucking lie.
Corinne, how do you feel? This is incredible.
I feel great, and all I gotta say is, here's your boy, and I beat him. I saw you all talking mess on your podcast.
I'm like, what did he say fuck me for?
Hey man, keep your head up. You can't win them all, but you did really freaking good. You did really good. You do know that that we have to have her on the podcast now, right?
When I first saw that it was Chris versus Steven, and then I was gonna showdown against the winner, I was like, I got this either way. Either way. I was like, in the beginning when I saw the bracket, I was like super confident. And then, like I told you during the break, I just in my head too much, man. The more the time goes by, I'm starting to overthink it, and then people are getting in my ears saying, "Oh, Chris is a problem," and you know. So I don't know.
Sweep the leg. Sweep the leg.
It's gonna be a lot of fun, man.
I don't want to eat any words later, so.
Damn, I shouldn't have prepped y'all. I shouldn't have told y'all that I was coming out after, so we could have gotten what y'all really thought. Now y'all are all scared that, damn, I need to watch what I say because it might not come true. We'll see. I'm excited. Both of these showdowns I've been looking forward to. So, winner.
Well, how about we haven't talked about Jen and Albert? What are thoughts on that?
They're not on this episode.
No, but they are going to be on this battle, though.
They're going to show down on Wednesday.
We could talk shit about both
let's
of them.
talk about it. So, yeah, what do y'all think about Jen and Albert?
I haven't seen enough of Albert.
I think I've seen just as much of Albert as I've seen of Jen, though.
I seen Jen roast the fuck out of Jay.
Everybody roast the fuck out of Jay.
But she was the first person that what I would see just
I think
let him
there
have
is
it at the El
actual-
Catrine mic back in the day.
I think there is a actual feelings behind a lot of those roasts. So, what do you think, Sam?
Well, just there's been a lot of talk about the roast that didn't happen between her and Tim, because Joe got up there and did Tim's jokes, and I personally think, and I've heard a lot of other people say, if Tim had actually told those jokes, he probably would have won.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
a lot of people said that.
I've heard that from
Tim had
multiple
some
people.
Tim had some really well-written jokes, and Joe delivered them pretty well. But if it was Tim that was delivering them, I feel like
Jen
he
is a
won.
big personality on stage. You know what I mean? She
Yeah,
See, that's the only factor I didn't consider. Oh, I did consider, but how Tim would have delivered those jokes.
yeah.
Because they were good jokes, but, you know, Tim has a bit of a quiet demeanor.
That's his delivery style.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Jen is like in your face. And so I don't know. I kind of tend to think that the person with the bigger stage presence has an advantage.
yeah.
But still, a lot of the jokes that she told were kind of like, she had good jokes, but
But
some
they were
of
all
them
the same thing.
didn't land as well as the jokes that Joe told as Tim. Like, a lot, like, there were bigger pops coming from Joe's side than from Jen's side. And I don't know if that has to do with how Joe delivered them or just how good the jokes were.
I want to see how many jokes she does that, oh, Albert looks like a pedophile, because she did a lot of those jokes about Tim. She did a lot of those, he looks like a pedophile.
You think there could be some
jokes.
recycling?
Yeah. So we'll see with that. I don't think they've been around each other enough to get a feeling about, like, when me and Ronnie went against each other, it worked so well because me and Ronnie are around each other all the time. We know about each other. We know it works about each other. They don't ever see each other.
And
So-
have y'all noticed that the outcomes, it's a real slim margin. It's not like, you know, on that they use the decimeter, right, to measure the volume of the reaction of the crowd, right? And it's comes down to like 109 versus 111. You know what I mean? It's a real slim margin. It's not like 100 versus 200. You know, so
But I think in decibels, like, 2 is a lot. Because it even has, like, the point something. And those point somethings don't go very rapidly. They grow at slow increments. So I think even a 2-point separation is a lot.
I need somebody to come in there with an air horn for me, just to Hey, cheaters never lose, bro.
I had one friend say, I'm going to show up and boo. Well, you're making noise at least.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. But that's another thing is like, if you dislike somebody so much, you can't boo them because that's going to help get their noise up. So like if they hate you, they can't boo you. You know what I mean? And does the crowd know that? So, man, that's
If they know anything about sound, hopefully.
right.
So if you win, you go up against Roland.
Yes.
And if I win, I'm going to go up either against Bobby or Adrian.
I think that's
damn,
right.
who gave you the easiest bracket, bro? I mean, no disrespect to anybody, but that is probably the least challenging side of the bracket possible.
I got all these nice guys that I got to be the jerk to.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. And Bobby he had some really, really good stuff against Jay.
It would have been easier to come up with
Against
stuff
Jay.
about Jay than Bobby.
I think Bobby winning was probably the worst thing that could happen to you.
You got no faith in me, bro.
No, because what are you going to say about, oh, yeah, you could come up with a lot of stuff. But like you said, it would have been easier if it was you against Jay.
Some of the jokes, a couple of the jokes that Jay used were ones that I gave him.
Damn, and Jay lost. Maybe you aren't going to win this round.
It was his delivery, bro. It was
his delivery. Yeah, you have to deliver.
He came out really aggressive.
Yeah.
And I think he even said he told too many of the jokes in a row. Like he stacked them.
Uh-huh.
And if he had spread them out more, maybe it would have worked out a little better.
Yeah.
Because he front loaded it and then told too many at the same time to where like the weaker jokes were left at the bottom and didn't have anywhere to go from there.
Yeah.
Because I really do.
10 rounds is a lot. 10 rounds is like,
it's 10 jokes.
But at the end of 10 rounds, like when you start getting towards 8, even 7, 8, 9, you're like, that's a lot of mean shit already. Like,
yeah, it is. It's a lot. It is a lot. I ran out.
I think that Jay started on top. Like Jay had it at the beginning, and then it just the scales tipped midway through.
Yeah.
Oh, we were talking about rebuttals. When Bobby said, "I'm still waiting for the punchline."
That was the turning
That was
point.
the biggest pop of the night, man.
Freaking rebuttal, man.
It was because Jay went aggressive. Like, it's your turn, bitch. He's like, oh, sorry, I was waiting for the for a punchline. Like,
yeah, he literally, and he said it so nice. He goes, "Oh, you were done?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you were done. I was waiting for the punchline." I was like, "Damn!" He said so much without saying anything at all. It was so.
That was a huge.
It was so good, man.
Huge reaction from the crowd.
And then the freaking Jay Everett does a show called New Kids because all the old kids hate him. God, see, and that's like. You don't expect that from a nice guy like that, and that's what Sam has. Sam has like shit that like will be like, God damn, he said that, and it's coming from a nice package. That's what makes it even sting a little bit more.
It's that Southern hospitality, though. Bless your heart. You know?
Yeah.
Like, bless your heart is an insult.
yeah. For all of them dummies out there, I'm really excited for it, man. I'm excited for both of y'all's. For both of y'all's roast battles. Good luck to both of y'all.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to put a bow on that. Good luck to both of y'all. And I will put the results at some point during this podcast, so we'll see what happens.
If you believe that the bout went to Christian Delgado, please make some noise. I saw 110. If you believe that Sweet Tea won this bout this evening, please make some noise. Oh my God, I saw 111. That's a decibel. This is the one that matters. I'm going to remain monotone. If you believe that it's Christian Delgado, please make some noise. call 113. If you believe that it was sweet tea, please make some noise. It's over. It's over. Sweet tea, everybody. Sweet tea.
But we have a November 1st show that we wanted to
November
talk
1st.
about.
Yeah, I'm excited about this one.
I'm very excited about this one,
So
man.
the place that we're having the November 1st show used to be called Smokey's Bar and Grill. And then overnight they changed their name to Urini's.
Yeah, Urini's used to be a little bit further down on
The
Alameda.
old Taco Bell building.
Yeah. So that used to be theirs
I think they
too.
just got rid of that
yeah.
and they merged the two because it
Yeah.
was the same owners. And so now Smokey's Bar and Grill is now Urini's. They got really good gyros too, by the way.
Bro, before the show happens, you have to get this right. It's Euro.
Man, I'm
Zero.
an American, all right?
But
No,
we're gonna
hey,
be.
but
I
they're
just don't
good.
want you to
They're
say
good.
it on stage and be like, "Hey, get a gyro downstairs," and be everybody be like,
You still know what I'm talking about.
everybody in the crowd's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, you right."
Hey,
they're
gyro-
not gonna know that it's Euro.
Gyro,
'Cause,
Euro.
You know, you're gonna say it right, and they're gonna be like,
they're
"What the
delicious.
fuck is a gyro?"
Either way, they're delicious.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
I've never had one. I've never
we
had
had
one.
it was Ronnie's idea to do a show there the first time we did
Yeah.
a show there. We did a Lone Star Comedy Night is what we called it. And
had a good turnout.
yes, we had a
Really
great
good
turnout. We did a lot of footwork though. Ronnie and I, myself, I was for the week leading up to the show, I was pounding the pavement. I was in after work, I would go to Walmart, the mall, any HEB, in a radius and I was just, walking up to people, handing out flyers, promoting the show, just like really pounding the pavement for that. So that worked out for us. We sold out that show. And because we did so great on that, the owner the manager is just like, loved it, was so appreciative. And he's like, yeah, you guys can do a show here anytime you want. So Roland had the idea to do a Halloween kind of Dia de los Muertos theme show, and so we reached out to Smokies again, and they're with it. So we're doing there's not a headliner on this show.
Yeah, it's a showcase style show.
Everybody on the show is doing 10 minutes, and there's going to be a costume contest, costume / painted face, Day of the Dead painted face contest, and then and a some karaoke also.
Hell yeah!
So it's kind of we're making a whole night of it. It's not just a 90-minute show and everybody goes home. We're going to try to keep the crowd there and make a whole night of it.
It's gonna be real fun because that Smokey's room. What is it called again now?
It's called Night of the Laughing Dead.
No. The venue.
Oh, the venue is called Urini's.
Urini's. So Urini's
Eros.
is where they did the last show. It's a really good, really nice, intimate room. I had a huge FOMO not performing on that first one because it was a good room.
Well, you're
good
on
crowd.
the second one, man.
So this one, I'm excited. November 1st, the day after Halloween, is Night of the Living Dead Part 2. Is that what they're calling it, or what is it?
Night of the Laughing Dead.
Night of the Laughing Dead. There we go. See, I knew I was going to get it wrong. But it's going to be me, you, Ronnie,
you, Roland, Ronnie,
Tina La
Tina
Cochina.
Cochina, Ben Magazine 20-time funniest winner.
Is Andy on this one?
Man, I should know the lineup. I should know the lineup. Bring up the lineup for us, brother.
But I'm excited. It's November 1st.
Mary's on the show.
Mary's on the show.
Mary the Gamer.
It's on November 1st, and it's very special to me because my birthday is November 4th. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be a lot of fun.
So roast you then.
I don't have to. So it's hosted by Miguelito, Tina La Cochina, Roland Alanis, myself, Chris Longoria, Mary Garcia, Andy Gomez, Stephen Garrett, Ronnie Fryer.
That's
and
right,
Sweet
Steven.
Tea. Sweet Tea. They're going to be karaoke and costume contest after the show. I already have my costume. It's going to be pretty cool.
Tickets are just $10.
Tickets are $10. I'm going to be putting out a lot of videos here soon. once Roland releases my poster, because he's doing a real cool thing. He's doing a different movie character for each of our announcements. Did he release yours already?
I don't think so.
Yours is a cool one. I know which one yours is. I already know.
Frankenstein, who's it going to be?
Huh?
Who's it going to be? Do you know? What character?
I thought it was going to be Leprechaun.
I don't know.
I might be wrong. I might be wrong. I'm Ghostface.
Yeah, that's cool.
Miguelito is going to be Miguel from Coco. Fuck, I can't remember who the other ones were, but there's some really cool posters coming out.
You know what's really cool about this show?
What's that?
We got a DJ.
Oh, that's cool. Hell yeah.
We got a DJ. So did either of you go to the Lazy Beach show that I put on?
I was in Laredo that night.
Lazy Beach downtown?
I don't think I was there.
So I had this idea that I had been wanting to do, and Aaron Carranza gave me the chance to do it. I brought in a DJ.
Oh, you're Dracula.
I like that. So I always wanted to bring in a DJ to play music, plus also play the walk-up music, right? Because I hate in a show when there's any amount of dead air.
Yeah.
So that's what we did with the Lazy Beach show. We had zero dead air. My DJ started playing music 20 minutes before the show even started. So he had the crowd vibing with the music. He's a really talented DJ. He goes by DJ Ball City. And he did the 20 minutes of music, and then he did we had JJ Sweat as the host. And so what he did was, as soon as each comic got off the stage, as soon as they told their last joke, he brought up the house music.
Oh yeah.
And then JJ would take the stand and then introduce the next comic. So as soon as JJ got the mic as to host, the music would come down, JJ would do his thing, and then as JJ brought up the next comic, then the DJ would bring up the walk-up music. So talk about a show that had zero dead air from beginning to end, man, and the crowd was into it, and so it went so well. I said, man, we gotta do this again. So my DJ agreed to come and do this show for us. So I'm excited to bring him back. It's gonna be awesome.
Have y'all figured out where in that room y'all are gonna put him?
I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters because he's kind of just, behind the scenes, and we plug him throughout the show. Everybody, we plug the DJ to get him some exposure and everything. And he's just a great guy, man. I'm glad I met him. I met him because his wife is a nurse at Spawn where I work at. So.
Oh shit, badass.
Yeah. So she saw that I was doing comedy and then told me that her hubby was a DJ, her boyfriend was a DJ. So everything just fell into place. So.
That's badass, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Utilize all the outlets that you have. Utilize everybody that you can that's willing to help.
Heck yeah. No, I'm going to use them for a lot. I'm going to do Lazy Beach. I'm going to produce the Lazy Beach show for spring break.
Oh, badass.
And I'm bringing him back. I'm bringing the DJ for sure. I'm bringing the DJ for that spring break crowd. That's going to be really good.
Oh yeah, man. That's cool. When we did the Casa Ortiz show, they had that where a DJ was playing before and then played each of our walk-up songs. It was so much better. I really enjoy it whenever that happens because it does seem so much more professional. And it doesn't have that awkward, you still do the handoff of the mic and everything, or the like shaking the hands and everything, but it's not all quiet while that's happening, and it's a much more professional looking it's like a more professional looking show than just say, hey, we're doing this. So
we did do that at one. We did do that at one Rich's show.
Did we?
Yeah, at Skip's birthday show.
Where
DJ Juan, the guy that usually goes up after the comedy shows, he was there to play walk-up music that night, and it worked out pretty well. But that was there were other nights where we tried to incorporate it, but it just never worked out for whatever reason. Like we would give them our walk-up songs, but then okay, nothing played the entire night. What was the point of that? But then they got Juan involved, and it worked out really well for that show. So.
Are you dressing up for the?
Yes, I already have my costume.
Okay, you want to let us know what it is, or we're keeping it a secret?
I don't know. Are you dressing up?
Man, I don't want to, and I
Roland
know
wants all of us
Roland's
to.
being a real
He
stickler.
wants all of us to, bro.
So what I'm probably gonna end up doing is just wearing like a Halloween themed T-shirt or a Day of the Dead themed T-shirt.
What makes you better than everybody else on the show? Because all of us are doing it.
Get like a clown nose or a wig or something.
Yeah.
You know.
Put a leather jacket and a white shirt under and be like, I'm
Ronnie
a greaser.
When we did the Halloween show last year for Ronnie at the Red Rabbit, and I didn't want to dress up. I did not, and I did it, and
He won't do it for a show, but he'll do it for an open mic.
dude, that
And
was
he'll go all out and go in full theme and everything. But for a show, nah, hell no.
That was different though. That was different, man. The talking about when I did. Were you in the scene when I did the Beetlejuice?
No, I was not yet.
Okay, so I dressed up full costume Beetlejuice. Did the voice and everything. I was the host. Hosted the whole night in character. And the reason I did that was because I was fairly new in the scene. And that was my way of letting the scene know, like, hey, like, I'm in this with you guys. You know what I mean? Like, I'm committed to this. I want to be a part of this. You know what I mean?
But when it comes to a show where everybody is dressing up, he's not in this with us. And he doesn't want to be a part of it. And he doesn't want to, you know.
He's like, I
That's
put
what it
in
sounds
my
like.
time. I don't got to do this shit no more.
A whole 3 years, damn it.
I'm taking my mask off. I'm coming up as my character, and I'm going to take the mask off. I'm going to come. I dressed as Ghostface last year, and then this year I found a Ghostface mask that was decorated in Dia de los Muertos. So I'm going to wear that.
One person we had that's on this show that we didn't, I don't know if we mentioned him, Miguelito.
Yeah, he's hosting.
Is the host, right?
Yeah.
And
I know what he's dressing up as.
But I know he was originally against dressing up.
Yeah, and he's dressing up.
So, I mean, I'm not the only one that feels
But he's dressing up.
Personally, I feel like we're going to have a good show no matter what, right? So don't take this the wrong way, but I feel like the talent being in costume takes away from the show. It takes away from your performance.
If you're good, it doesn't. All right. Damn. We only got 2 minutes left.
Oh, man. It goes by fast.
It does, especially when you're having fun, man. Last 2 minutes, gonna plug your man, you don't have a lot of socials. Want to talk about any other shows you have coming up? Just list them out.
I really don't have much going on right now. Something I'm excited about that I want to plug is an idea that Blake had that we're still in the drawing board phase, but I mean, knowing the people that are involved, it's going to happen. There's no way it can't happen. We talked about it on the Slow Roast podcast. We don't even have a name for it yet. We've just been calling it The Franchise. And it's me, Blake, and Andy doing 20-minute sets, and Joe as the host.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
And we want to find a venue here in Corpus for kind of a test run.
Yeah.
And then tweak it, and we're going to take it on the road.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to do a mini South Texas tour.
Badass.
And so that's something that I'm really excited about. I can't wait till that happens. Andy Gomez is one of my favorites, if not my very favorite comedian. So I can't wait to be on stage with him. Blake Trevino, you know, from when I first started, he's just somebody that was established when I got into it, you know, doing the Panacea mic and his hash bash. And man, Joe Hilliard is just somebody that makes shit happen.
Check it.
He fucking makes shit happen. So they cut it off.
He's going to check real quick. If we did, we'll just stop it, and then we'll just do the last little bit of plugs. Yeah, we'll just do the last little bit of plugs, and we'll do it. Yeah, that sounds like a dope little lineup for a tour, man. So
yeah, man.
Hopefully it
I'm
comes to
excited.
fruition, and
I'm excited.
once it does come to fruition, we'll put up some dates and whatnot. But do you want anybody to know your one social media that you have?
Oh man,
You don't have to.
I'm 43. Yeah, I only have one social media. I'm too lazy to learn how to. I'm too lazy to put any time into Instagram. Maybe one day I'll do it. So yeah, my one social media is Tristan Hernandez on Facebook. Find me, follow me, whatever.
Hell yeah. You got any shows coming up?
I mean, just the roast battle, which is a little past by the time this comes out. Yeah, I don't have anything coming up either at this point. I was asked to be on that November Riches show, but since I just did New Kids, I like to stagger my Riches shows.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But at this point, nothing. Book me. Find me on social media and reach out. Bulky Sam on Instagram. Bulky Sam on TikTok. Uncle Sam on Facebook. And I think the URL is Uncle Sam Comic or Uncle Sam Comedy. If you want to go, facebook.com/. It's one of those.
Hell yeah. I have that November 1st show with Sweet Tea and the 6 other comics on it at what venue again?
Urini's
Euros on Alameda, and then
next to Wiener Schnitzel.
Yeah,
next
Alameda
to Wiener
and
Schnitzel.
Robert area.
There we go. Yeah, right by the HEB.
Was formerly the Q Pub.
Yeah,
People remember that.
Yeah, a lot of people remember that. And then I don't know the exact date, but in November I'm gonna do the thick crust pizza show at Tanks Pizza, Ryan Edetta show. I'm on that one. Once I find out the date, I'll give more details. And then once I find out the date for the November Riches show, I'll let y'all know. But I'm going to be on that November Riches show as well. But other than that, you can find me at Chris Longoria Comedy on TikTok, Chris Longoria Comedy on Instagram, Chris Longoria Comedy on YouTube, or That Dude Talks on YouTube. But yeah. Thanks for coming on, T. Sam, you're always on, but thank you for actually coming on screen this time. Good luck to both of y'all in the roast battle.
Thank you. And thank you for having me, man. It's
Hell
been
yeah,
awesome.
man. It was fun. It went by real quick. But yeah, no, thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll be back next week with the regulars. Unless they bail, then we'll come back with somebody else. All right, bye.
I know you hate me. I know you love me. I know you hate that you love me. Can't stand me. So she on her knees. Backhand me. Then she swallow me. Yeah. I've been feeling no way. Hit me up just to fuck. Then you on your way. You only wanna fuck cause you hate me. Yeah. Only wanna fuck to escape me. Yeah. Hit me up real late. Yeah. Sit on my face. Yeah. I don't play no games. So she tell me straight.